After 8 weeks of evidence, Dr. Philip Polkinghorne emerged from the High Court for the final time, leaving not as the murder accused, but as a free man, cleared of killing his wife, Pauline Hanna.
Today, the outcome of a huge turning point in our lives. This process has taken a massive toll on so many of us. And now we can grieve and let Pauline rest in peace. And that is the best gift we can possibly give her. Thank you.
The case put a spotlight on Polkinghorne's most personal affairs, revealing the Remuera eye surgeon as a meth user with a fondness for escorts. But a wife killer, a jury decided he was not.
Do you find the defendant, Philip John Polkinghorne, guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Pauline Hanna's brother says it was not the decision he had hoped for.
I thought the court proceedings was fair, and we need to accept the decision and move on, as disappointing as we are. So thank you very much. It's been a very, very long 8-9 weeks.
The defence argued Pauline Hanna took her own life after struggling with depression and stress at work.
Ron, how are you feeling after that pretty massive trial for yourself?
I'm just relieved, mate. That's why I am. Thank you.
The trial started more than 50 days ago. On the second day of deliberations, just hours before handing down the verdict, the jury indicated they were struggling. A critical moment in the trial came when jurors told the judge they were having problems making a decision. They told him most felt Pauline Hanna did not die by suicide, but at the same time felt the Crown had not provided enough evidence to prove murder. The judge was clear in his direction, telling the jurors to convict, you must be sure. Crown Solicitor Alicia McClintock said she and her team respect the jury's decision.
I think what's important today is there's been a great tragedy. Pauline Hanna died, and we feel for her family, her loved ones, and those who loved her.
Others, including Pauline Hanna's friend, had a more blunt assessment of the verdict.
Correct decision. She was an amazing person. But if it's what it is.
In summing up the case, the judge referenced the amount of evidence the jury had to consider.
It goes to 8 folders of evidence and I think 3,000 pages.
He instructed the jury to remain impartial.
What's important is that you don't allow emotion, sympathy or prejudice guide or in any way influence your deliberations.
In summarising the Crown's position, he referenced the importance of Polkinghorne's relationship with sex worker Madison Ashton.
What the Crown says is that as far back as October 2018, Dr. Polkinghorne had expressed an interest in packing up and going to Australia and setting up a life with Ms. Ashton.
And that the Crown felt Polkinghorne's police interview was a complete fabrication.
Of course, the Crown says the whole of the interview was a lie in a sense.
Summarising the defence, Justice Lang emphasised Hanna's use of sleeping pills, appetite suppressants, and that pressure at work responding to the COVID pandemic was piling up.
This was when the emails came about her being bullied and by clinicians and so on, and how lonely and stressed she was.
The judge said the defence case was Pauline Hanna's body didn't have evidence of resistance injuries, and that Polkinghorne's lawyer felt the claim his client had strangled his wife was ridiculous.
How would Dr. Polkinghorne have the knowledge to commit this perfect murder, if you like?
Polkinghorne's lawyer Ron Mansfield labelled the Crown's case a phantom killing, a description the jury ultimately accepted. Despite today's result, Dr. Polkinghorne's brush with the justice system is not over. He'll be sentenced in November on charges of possessing a methamphetamine pipe and possession of methamphetamine. For the New Zealand Herald, Michael Morrow.
Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. To stay up to date with all the latest New Zealand Herald news, click the subscribe button below or check out one of these videos. And head over to nzherald.co.nz for more news worth knowing.